Thank you. Wow, thank you. I want to start by acknowledging the complete absurdity of the HRC honoring me in any capacity. This organization, and honestly so many people in this room, have done so much more for the LGBTQ community than I could ever dream of doing. And to be honored by them feels wrong. That being said, I am going to accept the award, so thank you. Yeah, thank you. This organization and the LGBTQ community that came before me fought at a time when the fight was truly dangerous, when we had no place in society, no protections against discrimination, less rights than many of our counterparts, and when gay people were literally dying by the thousands and the government was doing nothing about it. It was a time when visibility meant accepting that there was a limit to what you could achieve, and ultimately accepting that visibility meant a life in the shadows. Because of their courage and refusal to accept that, I get to stand here today, proudly, freely celebrating our community and everything that we have been able to achieve. Their sacrifice is truly not wasted on me, and I'm so incredibly grateful for everything they did and continue to do, so thank you. Yes. Well, here's the bad news. Unfortunately, we're in a time where many of those rights and protections are being stripped away from specifically the trans community, and attempts are being made to remove basic freedoms from our community as a whole. So I promise to continue the fight that they started, because transness, gayness, non-binariness is not a threat to society and is not causing harm to anyone. Yeah, and that needs to be acknowledged and reflected in our laws, so yeah. Anyway, back to visibility. This award is sort of ironic because a lot of queer people, myself included, spend a lot of our lives trying to be invisible. Growing up, I was so afraid of visibility and what that would mean for my life. I was afraid of abandonment from loved ones, loss of community, loss of safety, and ultimately loss of opportunity for a fulfilling life. But as I got older, visibility sort of chose me. There's a facial structure and a way of existing that sort of screams gay to the general public, and I have it. Yes, laugh it up. A lot of you have it too, so yeah. I'm kidding. I grew up in a relatively conservative household, and I had a tough coming out at home. And because of that, I was very scared to come out to the people in my life. Fortunately, I grew up in Los Angeles, and I was starting to be bullied for not being gay. So I was like, I'm gay. I am kidding, but I was so lucky that when I did start opening up to my friends, I was welcomed with very open arms. And it really is incredible what love and acceptance can do to a person. My entire world opened up after that, and I want to specifically thank my sister Mariah and my best friend May, who uplifted and supported me while I was navigating that time in my life. Yes, they're not here. You don't have to clap. Yeah. But still, I was very scared about what coming out would mean for my career, if that's what we're calling it. And ironically, I never actually came out publicly. It just sort of hit a point where I'd be in a show or a movie or something, and people would be like, that's so cool that they hired a gay person for that part. So I just sort of moved forward as an out gay actor. And I think that that's the reality for a lot of queer people. We don't necessarily choose visibility, but this award has reminded me of how important visibility actually is. I know from experience how meaningful seeing yourself reflected in media or pop culture can be, and how meaningful it is to see someone like you succeeding and being celebrated. So to be that person tonight is very surreal and very humbling. And it truly is because of organizations like the HRC that we've had the opportunity to be seen as three-dimensional people and not just rude gay guys that tell women their makeup sucks on TV, you know. We're in a very strange time right now under this administration, and it's so important that we make ourselves seen right now. The government is trying to create a false narrative about us, and we need to remind the world that our message is very simple. It's love, acceptance, and equality. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And I hope to spread that message with the platform I've been given, and I also hope to share the platform with people whose visibility is often not celebrated the way that white gay men are. Our community is very rich and diverse, and it's important that we lift each other up and create opportunities for all of us to be visible. That being said, I want to thank the HRC for continually doing that and championing our entire community. And I hope to move forward in a way that doesn't make you regret giving me this award. So truly, thank you so much for everything you've done. It's so incredible, and I'm eternally grateful. Thank you all so much. Thank you.